Good morning, everyone. Once again, we are back with another topic of chapter number 4, Factors Affecting Price Elasticity of Demand. So, this chapter we are going to discuss that which are the factors or which are that reasons for which that price elasticity of demand is affected. So, let us go through one by one. So first topic is availability of substitutes. So availability of substitute means that substitutes of the commodity is available or not, that is having the impact on the price elasticity of demand. So how it having the impact? First go the statement. The commodity with more and close substitutes tends to have an elastic demand, and one with the few and weak substitutes has an inelastic demand. So if we are having substitutes, close substitutes like Pepsodent, Close Up, or that Coke and Pepsi, so the demand will be elastic. Why demand will be elastic? That a little change in the price of the substitute goods will shift the consumers from one product to another product. For example, that there is an offer on Coke, and you are taking thumbs up, then in place of thumbs up you can go for Coke. In the same way that suppose tea and coffee having the close substitutes, if any offer is there on any change in the price of coffee, then you will shift from tea to coffee or coffee to tea. So it means that uh, the demand may be elastic if we are having the close substitutes, because the change in uh, price or that conditions for the substitutes may have that impact on that particular commodity. So another case we can discuss that if we are having few substitutes or less substitutes, so demand will be inelastic. What does it mean? It means that there is no substitute of salt. So either the price is low or high, you will go for salt only. No other substitute is there. And in the case of Matchbox, so there is no substitute. So you will go for the product either the price is low or high. So in case of less substitutes, there will be less elastic demand. In case of more substitutes, there will be demand more elastic. So I hope you understood this one. Means more substitutes, elastic demand, less substitutes, inelastic demand. Why? Because if that change in the price of the substitute goods, then the demand for that commodity may shift to another substitute. But in case of no substitute or weak substitutes, you are not having any option, and either the price is high or low, you have to purchase the same product. So let's move on the next topic, that is nature of the commodity. So let's go the statement first. Generally, the demand for the necessities is inelastic, and the demand for the luxuries and comforts are elastic. So I was telling you in previous example, necessities means which are the common necessities and which cannot be avoided. For example, salt we are taking. So either the price of the salt will be 50 rupees per kg or 100 rupees per kg. You are not having any substitute of salt. So it is necessity of the life. So demand for that one will be inelastic. Inelastic means either the price will be high or low. There is no impact on that quantity demanded of the commodity. So another thing is there in case of luxury goods. Luxury goods like AC, like cars, like uh, different jewelry of that diamond or that platinum. So these items may be postponed. If the price is high, then you will not go for that one, because this is not the necessity. You will postpone that purchase of that particular item for coming time. So in that case, that demand will be elastic. Elastic means you can postpone the demand. Inelastic means you cannot postpone the demand. Why? Because that it is necessity. For the necessity, the demand will be inelastic, and for the luxury goods you can postpone. Suppose that price of AC is high, very high now. So you can wait for the offer. When offer will be given by the company, you can purchase that time. But if salt price is high, then you cannot wait for any more. You have to purchase the product at the same time, because you cannot eat the food. So necessity goods are inelastic, or luxury goods are elastic. I hope you understood. Let's move for the next module. So next one is proportion of income spent. Proportion of income spent, let's go first that statement. The smaller the proportion of income spent on a commodity, smaller will be its elasticity of demand, and vice versa. Vice versa means opposite of this one. So we can say so that we can see necessity goods like matchbox, like salt, like needle, uh, like toothpaste. So these are the necessities, and for that, if that price will be high, even then you will not reduce or you will not curtail the demand for particular commodity. So for necessity goods, because they are having very small part of the income. If you are purchasing that luxury car, so then you have to spend a huge amount. While you have purchased 1 kg of salt, then you have to purchase very small amount. So that proportion which commodities are having very small proportion of income to spend, those are inelastic in nature, and which we have to spend more part of the income, those are elastic in nature. For example, the AC, air conditioner, the cars, that bikes, bike maybe nowadays we can say it is necessity, because without bike we cannot survive. But in case of car, in case of air conditioner, this may be applicable. So you have to understood this thing, that for commodities which are having large part of the income, those are elastic, and which are having a very small part of income, those are inelastic. Example I have given you already. Luxury goods are elastic in nature, and necessity goods are inelastic in nature, because we are spending a small part of the income. So let's move on the next slide. So that is nature of the uses of the commodity, number of the uses of a commodity. What does it mean? It means that how many uses are there of particular commodity. So greater the number of the uses to which the commodity can be put, to the greater will be its price elasticity of demand. So if you are having more number of the uses, then we will have more price elasticity of demand. So we can understand with the simple example of electricity. Electricity is having that very very multiple use of that electricity, either for light, or for geyser, or for factories, for AC, for entertainment. So we can say so greater number of uses, and greater will be the elasticity of demand. So if any commodity is having more number of uses, it will have more price elasticity of demand. So why it is having so? Because if the price will high, then we can postpone that rest of the uses. We can go through only for important use or most important one for us. So rest of that uses we can postpone for future, when the price will come down, or when we will have money. So I hope you understood. So that commodities which are having number of uses, they are having price elasticity of demand more elastic, because that many of that uses which they are having can be postponed, but important one cannot be postponed. So if the price is high, we can go for important use, otherwise when price will come down, we can go for other uses. So we can postpone that requirement or that consumption of a particular commodity. So it is having more elastic, not less elastic. So it is clear that if that commodity is having a number of uses, it will be more elastic. If having that less number of uses or a single use, then it may be inelastic, or it may be less. Let's start the fifth point, time factor. Time factor is having the impact or direct impact on the price elasticity. If that less time period is there or short period of time is there, then demand will be inelastic. Why it is so? Because we cannot fulfill the demand in the short period of time, because in short period we can change only one factor of production. And if we are discussing about milk, so for example, in festive seasons the demand for milk is increased, and it cannot be fulfilled randomly. So what is there? The price of the demand moves too high. To adjust the demand of that milk, we are increasing the price of the milk. So the demand is adjusted. While on other hand, if we are discussing in long time period, the demand of the milk can be adjusted. So we can have the new dairy, we can have new cattle, so that we can adjust the demand of the milk. If we are discussing about long period of time, then we can change the scale to the factor of production. Means we can change all the factor of production so that we can adjust the demand in long run, and that will be elastic for long run. So in a short period we cannot adjust the demand because of factors of production cannot be adjusted, so demand is inelastic, and in long run we can adjust all the factors of production, so demand is elastic in the long run. So I hope you understood. Now we are going to discuss about next topic, that is possibility of postponement of consumption. Means if you can postpone the demand for future, then demand of the commodity or price elasticity of the demand will be elastic, and if you cannot postpone for the future, then demand will be inelastic. Simple example you can take in case of salt. Salt demand cannot be postponed, so it is inelastic in nature. In case of luxury goods, you can postpone it, you can wait for some more time, so that demand for the commodity will be elastic in nature. So I hope you understood. While you can postpone the demand, demand will be elastic, and while you cannot postpone the demand, demand will be inelastic. So that's all for this point. Next point we are going to discuss, that is price range. So there are three price range, high price range and lower price range. In both cases the demand will be inelastic in nature. Why it is so? Because the rich persons which are having a lot of wealth, the price is not a matter for them. So high prices commodities are inelastic in nature, because very few persons are purchasing, and who are willing to purchase, they are not having the issue of price. And in case of low price commodities or necessity goods, there is inelastic, because those are the necessity goods, and everyone can purchase those commodities because they are having very small part of the income. So in case of high price, in case of low price goods, both are inelastic in nature. While we are discussing about middle range, so we are having other options, we are having substitutes for that one, so we can postpone the demand. So in that case demand may be elastic in nature. So I hope you understood. We can take the example of diamond ring. It is very having very high price, so person who is purchasing diamond ring, it is not a issue for him. Either the price is very high or very low, he will go for diamond only and he can purchase easily. So demand will be inelastic. He has to purchase only diamond, not any other thing. If we are discussing about necessity goods, like the salt, like the matchbox, so consumer is spending a small part of the income, so consumer can purchase because price is not the issue there. Also if there is hike in the price, so it will not too much, so that the consumer cannot purchase. So if we are discussing about middle range of price, so middle class or middle range of price commodities can be postponed, at they or they are having the option. So consumer may shift from one commodity to another commodity if there is change in the price. So that will be elastic in nature. I hope you understood. Next one we are going to discuss habits of the consumer. Habits of the consumer, to understand this, it is very easy. Suppose you are a chain smoker, and you are using particular brand of cigarette, and either the price of that particular brand is very high or low, it is not an issue for you. You will go for only that particular brand. In that case the commodity will be inelastic in price elasticity of demand. Means price is not a issue for you, you are going to purchase only that product, either the price is high or price is low. But in case of non habitual goods, the demand may be elastic, because you can postpone or you can have another substitute. If you are not having that one option, then you can go for another option, of the price or the price of the commodity is high, then you can go for another option. But it is not applicable in case of habits. Why not applicable? Because you want only that particular product. Price is not an issue for you, because you are not going to get satisfied by any other product. Either the product is good or bad, it is not a matter. That utility of the product is not a matter. The issue is there, your habit. So in that case the demand for the commodity will be inelastic in nature, so that you can purchase the commodity either the price is high or low. So next topic we can discuss, last topic, income of the consumer. So if you are a rich person, your income is very high, so that commodity or the demand for the price elastic demand will be inelastic for you. Why inelastic? Because you can purchase any product, there is no issue for price for you. So price elasticity of demand will be inelastic in case of very high amount of income. But on the other hand, if we are discussing about middle income or poor people, they are having elastic demand. Why elastic demand? Because they can postpone that consumption of particular commodity and they can wait for next one, or if any change in the substitute goods, then they can shift from that particular product to another product, because they are having limited income, or they are having middle class income or middle level of income. So they can go for another option, or they can shift their demand, or they can postpone their demand for future. But in case of rich people, they are having a lot of income, so there is no issue of price for them. So they can purchase the goods at any price, so demand price elasticity of demand will be inelastic for them. So I hope you understood these points. uh, Stay home, stay safe, and stay tuned. One more information for everyone, that next week on Monday we'll have that revision test, and I'll give the question answers from chapter number 2. Get ready and prepare chapter number 2 and complete the question answers also of chapter number 2 in your fair notebook. Till then, have a nice day.